have in the chat tonight? Let's have a little look. Anyone out there? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, guys. I was off by a bit, wasn't I? I didn't quite make it there, the soon TM. Let's see. Who do we have in the chat tonight on both the Twitch and on the YouTube? And let's see who's hanging out. I'll do some greetings here. I see Earthstar, I see Hijusu, I see Shiny Mutank, TSC, Raging, Destiny, Python, Python, Rosinantus, Ignis, Rockstar, Bunker, Solid Max, Space Explorer, Wayne, Mathieu, Huyusu, I Am Mr. Mech, Blade, Chipsticks, 2005, Guyver, Matthew, Destiny, Martin Wolf, Robert. Whoa, so many. And in the Twitch chat, I see Twisted, Jirax, Chimney, Desiccate, Laliac, Twisted, Mad Dog, Tactical, Kevin, Goldmin, Lone Archer, Jumper Jackie, Tick, Umbalo, Captain Mallard, Cam Grim, Morpheus, Adarainen, Big Ol' Bear, Drafin Tora, Stonebam, Savage Oxygen, Hannah's, Northie, and many more. Great to see you guys tonight. Welcome here to the second episode or stream of our new kind of weekly Keen presence here. And today we're still kind of building this thing up. Today you guys are going to help me put the name of the show to bed finally. I have some suggestions lined up and we're going to do a poll in a little bit, and you guys are actually going to vote on your favorite name for this show. And then from there, of course, we can go ahead and do some branding and get some cool, some cool screens up and stuff for it. So we'll also be joined later today in about just under an hour's time by Kienata, or Erin, who is our community manager at KeenSWH. And if you guys didn't know, he's got quite the background before he actually joined Keen. He was a streamer, he was a modder. So we're going to kind of interview him a little bit and see, learn more about him, as well as he's got some announcements as well regarding space engineers and the community. So we're joined by Erin. Some of you guys may know him already, but we're going to do a more detailed introduction. And I think this will be kind of be the thing for every guest we have on. We're going to kind of get a little bit of their background and to give you guys a better idea at some of the people who work at Keen. You know, some of you may have not been following us for very long, so it might be interesting for you to know what the guys at Keen are up to and what their roles are. Some of you guys are in class watching this. 2 people in I don't want to be encouraging this, but 07s if you're in class right now watching this stream on your phone or something. Wow, amazing. Well, hold on. Oh, wait a second. That's to get this. Oh, that one. I had to have almost put a morphologist video on there. Gotta love that morph. There we go. All right, I'll put this back down here. Greetings to Montreal as well. So tonight I'm also we're going to be actually playing some of the game, and we're going to have a look at some showcase, because today last week I couldn't play the game. I had some issues with my PC, so that's all fixed now. So we're going to be jumping into the game and doing some showcase, of course answering all your questions, and hopefully honestly making sure that if you guys come to this stream every Thursday, we can answer whatever questions you have. Even if we can't give you the answer you want, we can at least address it in some way, you know. So I see your comments there, Imba. Stump's asking about VR. So VR is not something that we're working on. I love VR. I haven't used it for a while. There was some progressive modders doing some VR in SE. I don't know where that stands at the moment. And I've had I've been lucky enough to try SE in VR in the past. We did some experiments, and also modders have done stuff. And it was crazy to actually see your ships and see how big ships appear in SE. Like you look at the small, like the classic blue fighter, and you think it's actually pretty small, but when you see it, you know, from the right perspective, it's massive, these things. So I love VR. I would love to see it, but it's not something we're currently focused on. Hopefully that answers that. So I'm actually going to load the game up here so we can get the game running and in the background as we discuss here today. Thank you, Climb. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. All right. It must be awesome, yes. Well, also, I think VR would be... It's becoming more and more of a viable thing to have in a game because the problem is it's still relatively niche. Like, of course, it's quite spread now, but how many people have VR headsets? How many gamers? How many SE gamers have VR? I would say maybe 5%, maybe less. I could be wrong. I don't know off the top of my... I don't know anything in the stats, but I would doubt more than 10% have VR. So it's always the case where it's like, you know, do we spend development time working on VR so that 5%, 10% of players can use something? Or do we spend time working on something that 100% of players can use? And it's not that VR isn't cool. It's just when we have limited resources to work on things, we have to try and focus on what the majority of people will enjoy and appreciate. Of course, VR is growing and growing and growing. More people pick up the headsets as they get cheaper and better. So I think having VR would be way more viable in the future for sure. Yeah, I mean, let's see some 07s in the chat if you have VR, and 06s if you don't have VR. I'm just kind of curious. I mean, it's not a very good way of doing stats, but we can probably see if there's an overwhelming 06s, or there's actually quite a fair few of 07s. Okay, I'm seeing... I mean, there's actually quite a lot of 07s right now. All right. Okay, but now here come the 06s, right? See? It's still definitely... Yeah, here come the 06s, right? It's basically... It's maybe 1 in 10 is an 07, so maybe 10%, but I still feel like it'd be less than that if we ask about this. So, yeah, so let me just jump on the server here. Let's have a little look. And we're going to address some... There are some ongoing concerns in the community, and I'll try to address them in a bit, and if I don't, I know that Kienata, when he comes on a bit, he's going to address some recurring issues in the community and kind of give you guys maybe an update on some of those things. So yeah, mostly VR is very pog. I agree. Let's see. Are mods coming back for servers on Xbox? So Lone Archer, this is actually something I think that we'll have an update sooner rather than later. I think even we can touch on it a bit later today. Obviously, there was some... we reverted some things from the last update temporarily. And we were working on making some changes so that the community is happier with those implementations. Okay, so definitely it was quite a hot topic on that crossplay release, and the team have been working really hard to make sure that we have a solution that everyone can be happy with. You know. All right then, so we're into our showcase world. This is technically open to anyone, so anyone can join this here. Wow, what a cool looking ship. I'm getting a very BSG vibe here. It's beautiful. Next major content update. So hopefully, I already mentioned that we can start doing some things in the future. Maybe having some teasers or previews on this, but we're not quite at that stage yet. We are working on something, some things big. And I think we have like a semi-teaser for you guys. It's not really a teaser, but it's kind of a teaser. I think I'm gonna wait for Kienata to join us. We have maybe just a hint, but not. It's kind of a hint. You'll see. You'll see. Let's have a look there. I think also going forward, I was asking you guys a lot of feedback about this whole show and how we can make it the best it can be. And while it's still a work in progress, of course, I want to have the idea that we have topics that we go through. So if you guys come at the start of the stream, it's going to be just showcase. If you come at the end, it's going to be Q&A. You know, I'll try and do Q&A throughout, but of course there is it's hard to do Q&A the whole time. So if you stick about, I will try to get to all the questions. And again, I think Aaron's watching, so we can probably see if we can pull up some of the most recurring ones here. Definitely. That's exactly what's going to happen, Grikata. And in the future, we'll be doing, as well as we'll have some other devs on. I'm still to see if Marek will come on the show, but I think probably we'll wait for this this thing to get rolling a bit more. But I think in the future, I'm sure Marek will want to stop by. So just before we get any further, let's maybe we'll leave. Okay, so we'll do. So I've got some names prepared for the show, guys, but I'm open to adding a couple more. So if you have any more suggestions, final suggestions for the name of this weekly Keen dev stream or update stream or community stream, let me know in the chat now. I've already got 4 selected, which I'm going to have you guys vote on. But maybe if there's some really good ones in the chat right now, I'll add 1 or 2 more into that poll, and just to make it a bit more interesting here. So if you've got any more suggestions, put them down in the chat now, and I'll add them to the straw poll. And then, yeah, we can have a look. So we got, hey John, we got Weekly Keenery, Clang Community. I've already got something connected to Clang. I don't have too many Clang suggestions. Clangavision, Space Show. Just call it Weekly Keen Dev Stream. That can also work, of course. I wanted to have something a bit more catchy, because then we could have some kind of, you know, some nice screens for it. So the last time I'll ask about it, though, guys. Keeping it keen. Keeping it keen is actually, that's pretty cool. What do you reckon? Kienata, if you see any in the chat that you think that you really like, let me add it on to the list, all right? Maybe you can help me pick some here. We've got the Cult of Clang, Devs in Space, Developers Court, Keen-Eyed Content, Space Engineers Weekly, Weekly Keen, Pristine. Okay. Keen Commentary with a K for commentary. Downtime of the Devs. Okay, okay. I'm thinking here. Lots of good suggestions, indeed. Yeah. It's really hard. It's really hard. Oh, look at this ship over here as well. Another beautiful ship. This is like a battleship and a shark had a child. Look at this. I think this is Randa. Is this Randa's ship? I think I saw this in the Discord, but got that shark tail. Well, let's come down here. I've got my... Oh, it's not plugged in? Okay. Well, that's set up, but... This is really nice here. Keen Covenant. Weekly Keen Mingles. Clan Cult. We'll be polling it, and we're going to poll it in a second. I'm just looking for a couple more suggestions before we put the poll out here, guys. Clanging it up with Keen. Clang out time. Catching up with Clang. Clang news. It's amazing how many Clang suggestions there are, honestly. Oh, man. I think we have up to 64 players in this server. That would be impressive if we get that many in, but we'll see. Keen community. Oh, no, that's definitely not a good idea. Keeping it keen. Keeping it keen. What do you think about that, Aaron? Keeping it keen with like without the G. Keeping with a little, you know, a dash, apostrophe. Keeping it keen. I'm not sure. We can add it maybe. Weekly Keenery. Oh dear. Okay. This is super nice. Oh, you didn't even think of that abbreviation. All right. We'll leave it there. Okay. Kinomatic. Can you guys think of anything to do with like galactic or intergalactic or I had some other like kind of space names. I feel like this is either incomplete or maybe it's missing a weapon. I feel like maybe a weapon sits on top of this. I know this. It looks like this is some spots for potential weapon mods. I'm not sure, but it's an absolutely beautiful ship here. It's really, really interesting to see the fins, the kind of the even got the eyes there. It's a really, 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 really cool design. Spaced Out. Spaced Out's quite nice as well. Spaced Out. I feel like Spaced Out. I don't know. Spaced Out? What do you guys think about Spaced Out? That one seems to... That for some reason hit me, you know? Spaced Out. Keen Pog. I had a transmissions one already, Zan, but I think I'll take that one. Okay. I think I'm going to take Stellar Transmissions. I had a transmissions one already, but I think I'm going to add that transmissions. It's quite a nice variant there. Spaced Out Thursdays. Okay, let's add Spaced Out, and then potentially we can have Spaced Out Thursdays as well. Okay. We've also... Okay, so we might be able to get a Kienata in here a bit earlier as well, because he's got some news about a hotfix as well, guys. So we all love hotfixes, am I right? So there's some big... Yeah, this is actually really important. So we'll get him in a second. Heck, let's get him in now, and he can help me out here. Let's not keep him waiting. I was going to do some stuff, but actually I can do some stuff, and we can talk to you guys all the same, and he can actually help me here, pull out some stuff from chat. So let me just get Erin on board. Hold on a second. Or Keencast. Alright. Gotta get the zoom up. So what we'll do is, we'll do the kind of... Oh, is this gonna work? Trying out video. Let's just see if I've got this set up correctly here. Hello, hello. Can we hear Mr. Kienata there? Good, sir?
Yeah. Greetings.
There he is. All right, hold on.
Yay, it worked. Most excellent. a lot of good suggestions for names. Some not so great suggestions for names. You know who you are.
Hold on. Let's see if I've got him here. Okay, this is good. This is good. It's got the right view. Speaker view. Okay, zoom. If I add you in. Oh, you're massive. Okay, let me... Have you got some... So I'll brighten you up here.
Nobody move. I can do this here. Did that improve it? Is it worse?
That's pretty good. No, I just gotta brighten you up, mate. Just gotta make you a bit brighter here. We gotta increase your hologram strength.
Fantastic. Chat said I'm too quiet. Am I still too quiet? Am I better?
I've boosted you up now.
Okay. Cool. Red. Don't make me red. Yeah, I'm.
Make him red and blue. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna add a color correction. Can't quite get you the right shade, but that's all right. I'll fix it later. you're a bit
devs. They said red devs go faster. That's our classic orc reference.
There we go again. There now. All right. Maybe it makes. Hey, there we go. Got you on the right. Oh, that's the. Okay, this is pretty. There we go. I think that's pretty good. What do you reckon, chat? Is that looking all right? So, welcome to the stream, Kienata. And
yes.
Before we get into some of the stuff, you bring good news of hotfix, am I right?
Yeah. Hopefully today and hopefully very soon, we're going to be rolling out a hotfix with a bunch of changes, and then a bunch of people say they don't see me.
I got it. It's all good. I got you now. I know. It was all part of the plan.
Am I muted as well? Because that's what I used to do all the time when I streamed.
we just applied a quick stream hotfix live stream
Fantastic.
hotfix there.
Fantastic.
There we go.
Yeah, so hopefully today we'll see a hotfix rollout. I know it's in the works, like literally right now. Everybody's gearing up to roll that out. So hopefully we see that today. And then once that comes out, I figure we can hotfix our games right in the middle of the stream and then maybe go through the list and all that fun stuff.
That'd be good. That'd be good because we got a nice list of fixes, including one of the big things. Honestly, we have someone was asking about earlier today, so we've got a big revision, you could say. So that's going to be quite important.
Right, and it would be super helpful if once we go live, since we have everyone here and we're all hanging out together, you can give us live feedback. Just as soon as it's ready, you can start yelling at us in chat.
Yelling. hopefully, civil yelling, or is that the right way?
Civil discourse. Yes. It was Sectan, hi. I did see you say hi. Hi, buddy. Hi. And Veronica Rotel. It's not the same without the beanie. I apologize. The beanie would mess my hair up. But, and I, look how fluffy it is. Look how nice it is. Aw.
So I kind of wanted to do a first thing with you, Aaron, because a lot of people know you from the previous launch streams, but I kind of want to introduce you. And we did it maybe when you first joined, but I think we should do it again here as the first guest. And probably the most, I imagine, will be the most recurring guest here on the To Be Named show. Yeah. So, Aaron, also known as Kienata, how and when did you get into Space Engineers?
Ooh. I will say way back at the beginning, I know that for a lot of our veterans, that is not a good enough answer because they'll like go to their buy date for Space Engineers and be like, technically I was in 2 weeks before you. I think I joined probably 6 or 8 months after Space Engineers was already released.
Okay.
I was definitely here before dedicated servers. I had a laptop hosting a multiplayer lobby in my living room that was my multiplayer server for quite a while.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
And it wasn't just playing as well, it was the fact that you also modded a lot of Keen games. You were big on the modding side, so you released numerous mods and you were often engaging with many modders and encouraging their work as well. So that was also, I think, added to that, right?
Yeah, the modding community and that may have been one of the major factors that really drew me in. The modding community for Keen, for Space Engineers, is nuts. I've been part of modding communities since the StarCraft World Editor. And if you know what the StarCraft World Editor, that absolutely dates me. So I've been modding since then. I mean, I remember working on an RPG mod for Unreal Tournament 2004. Yeah, that was a while ago. But of all the modding communities I've been a part of, and there's a lot of them I've been a part of, Space Engineers just got me. Man, it got me. Such inspired stuff, such crazy, insane stuff. I feel very, very fortunate that I get to just dig through all of the mod author stuff and like post things on Twitter and Facebook and be like, look at this insane thing I found today. How are more people not talking about this? It's just incredible and really inspiring. So there's a bunch of workshops on the mod that are
mods in the workshop.
On the work, we'll have some more tea. I'll get sorted out. Mm-hmm. Join our tournament. I did join a tournament. I joined a tournament on Sigma Draconis. They let me. They're really nice. I think the organizer was Kat. I don't remember. Kat was the person I ended up interacting with a bunch. But anyway, they had me on there and it was absolutely horrible. I got beat up so bad. So, I mean, if you want someone to shoot at and flounder around, that would probably be good. But I'm not like the best pilot ever. Whoa.
It's a pretty crazy tank on screen right now, right?
Yeah. I think the tracks might be a little loose. I wonder
Maybe
if that's one of the.
I'm not sure if it's that or if it's the server. Guys, is the YouTube chat still working? I'm just checking. Like YouTube chat's frozen for a bit. Maybe it's just people are chilling there. I'm not sure. Just checking there. Oh, it's still moving good. It is still moving good. Okay, cool. I was just F5. I was worried it might have stopped there. Is that the Clang Cannon? It looks to be something like that. Well, hold on a minute. It's got a number of things going on. I think it's got. I actually don't know. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I see what's happening here. I think it uses rotor heads. It welds up a little small projectile. But how does it launch them? Let's see this action here. Can you show it in action, or is it needing maybe some of the weld settings? It's a piston cannon.
Right.
Just vibing. That's cool.
It's using the fact that the piston can actually pull the rotor head out, and then the game tries to force that rotor head back in. And when it does that, you generate a huge amount of force. I've seen a couple designs. This is a pretty good one.
It's really it's actually pretty intricate here.
One.
I mean, I've seen piston head launchers for a long time, but this is one of the more intricate designs, I have to admit. There it is. So, and then just kind of going on there, and then you've also got like a lot of experience in game communities and running that. So maybe you might want to touch on highlight some of the things you've worked on in the past, maybe, and been a part of.
A lot of I worked with a lot of artists for quite a while. I worked as a social media consultant with artists. One of the things that is really near and dear to me, really close to my heart, is when I see an artist, and maybe this is probably why I empathize so heavily with the modding community, is I'll see an artist. They've got, let's say, 2 followers on Twitter, but they're amazing. Like, I cannot believe no one's watching this artist. So what I would do is I would contact them, I would help promote them, and I would show them ways that you can earn a living as an artist. So I did a ton of that.
Definitely, it's always, because there are so many amazing people out there, and people just get started. But it's getting noticed is often, with a lot of things in life, it's the most hardest part, and sometimes you can be the very best, but you know it is about being the right time, right place, or having the contacts and all the rest of it. You can be, it applies for many, especially creative industries, I think.
Yeah, it's really, really common to see someone who's super skilled. I remember I walked into, back when this is a thing, some of you won't remember these, there used to be what were called video rental stores.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. Good times.
But I walked into a video rental store, and the young lady behind the counter was drawing in a sketchbook, and she was amazing. Her artwork was so good, and it killed me that she's doing that job when she could clearly be making a living as an artist. So
it's hard. So 07 is in the chat. If you still have a VHS player and watch it, I do, but it's not here. Damn, why did VHSs? Why did they died? Well, I mean, you know, but it is crazy when you think, like, it wasn't that long ago that I just remember having like a huge collection of VHSs. It was all about them VHSs, you know.
I still have my copy of what is it? It's a Stormtrooper spoof movie that's on VHS. That's like fan made. I still have one of those. I think that's one of the and the original Ninja Turtles movie, because that ain't going anywhere.
You know what?
Getting saved
I
forever.
actually remembered. I actually saw something about that. Is that they're actually getting quite rare. You wouldn't, not everything, but I remember seeing. I'm pretty sure I saw some news that even some Disney movies or something like this on VHS were actually starting to get pretty expensive, like on eBay and stuff, because so many people were, you know, they're ones that are in good quality and so on are actually getting harder and harder to find, because people just kind of threw in the tip or whatever. So it's interesting. They're going to become, VHS videos could become super popular in the future. I mean, valuable. So yeah.
Oh, somebody just went right for the heart. They're talking about Babylon 5. Oh man, Babylon 5. I love that show. I worked with and I still moderate their Discord when I have time available, a YouTube channel called Nerdarchy. I worked with a bunch of smaller content creators on YouTube to try and help them get their channels up and running, especially lots of D&D stuff, tons of D&D stuff. I'm a super, super big D&D player. Absolutely love me some D&D. So, but I worked with some channels, and the last thing I did right before I came to Keen, I was working for the University of Montana, helping build their esports program, and doing all the promotion and stuff like that for them. And that was super awesome. That esports program is amazing. Go to the University of Montana.
There you go. Yeah, you can plug that. Yeah, no, it's great. So you've had a lot of experience in the gaming industry and in multiple areas as well. So a big passion about games, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think you may be the first kind of community-based person, yes, that we've had who's a modder from the community. Actually, I think. I'm just trying to think now, which is really interesting, I think, because modding in our game is such a big deal, and will actually be like we actually, I can see Imp there, Nerdarchy and D&D. So it looks like some people are following that there as well. Fantastic. Pearls Gaming, Montana State University gang. There we go. Do we have any people in the chat from Montana? That's also interesting. Montana, rise up.
Yeah, Missoula, Montana. That'd be the place.
There we go. Let's see. So, and I think that the final thing was, yeah, you've been at Keen. Even I lose track. How long have you been at Keen now? Nearly over a year, right?
It's confusing because I was a volunteer for a long time before that. I was volunteer staff for a year, and then I joined the company a year and 3 months ago.
Okay,
like
so over a year now.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been quite a ride, hasn't it? Since there's always a lot going on, and I think Erin he's been in charge of the support. So if you guys have reached out to support at all, he's probably the one who replied to you. And also social media, he's been doing a lot of, and yeah, maybe you can touch on. I mean, obviously, you've got to be careful, but some of the things that other things that people might not know that you do at Keen, if you can say what those things are, of course.
So
how do you think about this one?
One of the things I do is I try to be an advocate for the community. That doesn't mean, and I've recently had this conversation with a big group of community members, that doesn't mean I'm a genie and I can go around granting wishes, but I do try and be an advocate for things that are definitely clearly important. A big bug rolls around, a mod needs to be recognized, a content creator needs a second look, we need to highlight that person and talk about the incredible work they're doing. I try and be an advocate for those things. I do most of our social media stuff. I do a bunch of support stuff, but we also have an absolutely killer QA team here that does amazing stuff. And when things get too big for me to handle, they're always there to back me up and make sure that we get things taken care of. I couldn't do a lot of what I do without them. But
definitely. It's a tough job as well, because again, the ever-changing nature of a sandbox game. I know bugs in SC can be frustrating. I experienced them firsthand and everything, but the team is really always trying as best they can to get as much fixed as possible, but it is an uphill battle always, for sure.
Well, it's the nature of the beast, right?
Yeah.
You design a game where you literally say sandbox. We'll define a couple elements of it, but then we'll hand it to you and you can do whatever you want with it. Well, you're gonna do something weird with it and break things. That's and yes, I'm going to go with Ego Kitten 7770. That build is amazing. That thing is beautiful.
I think just all these builds are great. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoying the ships here in the background. I'm just kind of trying to pan through some of them here. We've got all kinds of designs. Just as our kind of our backstory here. We've got, how many people? We've got 19 people on the server. Awesome. Snipers is asking, is KeenSWH looking for a sysadmin? love to change jobs. I'm not sure about that in specific, but always it's the perfect time to plug the jobs page. We are always hiring, and sometimes it is worth if there's a job that you don't see on the list and you really have a passion to work at KeenSWH, please do send your your CV resume anyway. And you never know, honestly. That would be my recommendation.
Yeah, you could still put in a general application, and I will get you a link to the careers page. You could still put in a general application, and I have said this a number of times to a number of people. I always suggest, if you're really passionate about it, if you're passionate about KeenSWH and the things we're doing, and you really feel strongly that you want to be part of the team, or there's something special there for you.
Maybe you can bring something new. Maybe you see that we're missing something and you think that there's a gap, please do. Look at this ship though. I'm blown away right now at this ship. The angle panels on the side, goodness me. It's crazy. It's actually kind of mind-bending. It's not just tilting in. It's tilting in, but in multiple axes here. It actually gets narrower towards the middle. That's absolutely insane. I'm not sure who made this. This is a beautiful, beautiful build here.
Very pretty. Oh yeah, yeah.
UNSC. It's a Halo ship, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, I'm currently playing through all the Halos, so I didn't immediately recognize it. So maybe it's in a later Halo. Yeah, it's got that UNSC there, and it is very, very nice. It's UNSC Destroyer.
And just really quickly, if you're DMing me in Discord, you know who you are. I will answer all of those questions in chat, because there are lots of people in chat who probably want those answers as well. Yeah,
so peeps in the chat, both Twitch and YouTube, we're going to be doing a dedicated Q&A. We are kind of asking questions on the way here, but we'll have a second here where we'll really look in the chat there. So I think that's a pretty good introduction here to Kienata, to you guys, just in case you didn't know. And there's some more information about him there. And I think, as we get more guests on, I think we'll also do a quick kind of look at their background as well as what they're working on. The next thing, we're going to come to this name thing, I think. Let's do this name thing. And let's get that poll going, because I want to leave the poll up for the remainder of the stream. So, was there any names that you really liked, Erin? And I think I'll add the final name suggestions. There was a lot of name suggestions. Did any of them really stand out to you, or should I go with the ones I've got?
So I didn't write down any of the names.
Oh no!
I was DMing you all of
at the same time. Yeah. Okay,
that was going on.
All right. So,
however,
maybe now we can get a couple more suggestions then for the name of this weekly kind of developer community hangout show. It's just a kind of heads up, if you're new here, maybe you missed last week, this is supposed to be something way more laid back, nothing too regimented, but hopefully also some kind of plans. And again, once I have bigger events, in the titles of the stream, we'll actually say what we're up to. If we're going to have a special guest on, if we're going to maybe be revealing something or doing a competition, who knows? So in the future, there will definitely be more details on the stream about that. I haven't got around to that yet, but got to get that name. So if you had a name from earlier, I've now got 6 names on the poll. Probably that might be enough, because you don't want to have too much of a spread, but I'm looking. Weekly Keenery. What do you think about that one? I'm not sure about that.
I need all my options available.
Okay.
So that I can make a decision. You know what I mean? I want to see what poll you put together for this. I will say that I am vehemently opposed to some of the letter combinations that I've seen here.
Yes. Some of those are definitely not appropriate.
Not going to work.
I will tell you guys what we've got so far, okay? We have Devs Lost in Space. We have Clangology. We have Transmission Thursdays. And that'll be, We have Terra Transmissions, Stellar Transmissions, and Spaced Out. So we have like 3 transmission-based results. So hopefully, I'm not sure if any of those particularly stand out to you. So it could be good to maybe find one more that's not transmission-related. Spaced out. We can always add Thursdays to spaced out, all right? I'll put in brackets spaced out. I'll put in brackets Thursdays. Spaced out Thursdays can also be it. Because it will be every Thursday. And if you're new to these streams, the idea is obviously Thursdays were always historically Patchmas for space engineers. So, I was always one of those F5 keyboard warriors on update days, even before I joined the company. So it's kind of a hint back to the days of old when SC had those weekly updates on Thursday. So,
ooh, one of your moderators just dropped one that stuck out to me quite well. What about Clangcast? You spelled Clang wrong.
Heresy. Clangcast? Oh, that was the other one. Keeping it keen. What did you think of keeping it keen?
Yeah, I could be down with that too. That's a good one.
All right, keeping it keen. I hope there's not too many. We might have to do multiple polls if there's too many here. Keeping it keen. All right. And Clangcast? We'll add Clangcast. I mean, I feel like no more than two Clang related answers, I think. Clang Fest, yeah. Okay, I think that's enough there. Just eliminate. Okay, remove the least popular. Yeah, probably Shiny Mood Tank. We can do that maybe because we have so many now. We have 8 suggestions, and of course that's going to spread the results quite a bit here. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and you guys are going to let me know what you feel is the best, and we'll go from there.
I'm ready to cast my vote. I'm super into this. I'm here for this. Let's do it.
Or Keencast. I don't know. Keencast. Cast with a K. Keencast.
There's a ton that sound really good.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot that sound good, but it's about the best thing for this. But okay, here it is. Straw poll being spammed in chat. Time to go. Spammed in chat.
Awesome.
Spammed in chat. Oh, hello. Spammed in chat. There we go. Go over to the straw poll in the chat, both pasted in Twitch and YouTube, and let's see how you guys vote in the best name here. So then I'll get this up on stream as well for a second, so we can see. Hold on. There we go.
I still like Clangcast, but it definitely needs to start with a K.
We can. Oh. There it is. Devs Lost in Space, as it's currently named, temporary name, but some people like that because it's kind of a hint back to some of the stuff we used to do on stream. Clangology, Transmission Thursdays, Terra Transmissions, Stellar Transmissions, Spaced Out, maybe Spaced Out Thursday, or just Spaced Out, Keeping It Keen, or finally Clangcast. Let us all vote. This is you guys deciding the future of this show. I think all of those I'm fine with, honestly. That's the point. There was some that may be questionable, but if you guys vote for any of these, I think we can work with it. And if anyone doesn't like the name, we can say, well, the community voted for it. That's what the community want. Some people wanted, like, Clangy McClang face or something like this, but I actually don't see any. Hold on. Is it working?
I did not see any results pop up.
Yeah.
I clicked the results.
Is it working, guys? Good to see you, Matthias. Welcome. Oh, no, here they go. Here they come. Oh, they're all coming in now. Oh, okay. I see the results coming in now. They just took a second to register, I think. Okay. It's 112 votes already here.
Whoa.
Yeah, the results, the results are taking a second because I think there's so many votes in such a short amount of time. It's kind of killing straw poll. So I think it's updating slowly.
My fellow engineers, I call on you today to vote for the name of our show. Cast your vote. Be counted.
There you go. There's our PSA.
That's what we needed there. I won't swing it at all. But yeah, Devs Lost in Space. Clang. Oh, maybe I'll put it in some epic voice so you guys see what's more catchy. Hold on. Devs Lost in Space. Clangology. Transmission Thursdays. Terra Transmissions. Stellar Transmissions. Spaced Out, Keeping It Keen, or Clangcast. That's the add a bit of drama to the voice. See how that goes. So, anyway, let's carry on. This is a public server, but I think we are getting pretty full here. Some really interesting builds here. So there's this We have a we actually have a I've gone blank. What's it called? It's a racing boat, but it's a catamaran. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Catamaran here. I'm curious to know if this works with the water mod. It's got, yeah, I think it might be. It's got the tanks in there, so this actually may be a working catamaran that actually works along with Jakaria's water mod. I mean, I'd love to see it in action, honestly, but it's super nice. They've even got the radar there as well attached. There's some really nice detail. They got the down below deck. They got a bed. They got some seats. It's actually a really, really nice build. This is the Team Phillips. There we go. Is this actually based off a real team? I'm not sure now. Team Phillips. I don't know my boat racing enough, but very nice. Okay, we do have some winners coming out here. You guys aren't a fan of transmissions. That's no votes for. I won't say anything, but minimal. Some have 0 votes. I will admit. Yeah, it's interesting here. In that case, we'll probably redo it. Well, actually, there's no point redoing it about the track. Okay, we'll see. I'll leave it open for another kind of 10 minutes here, and we'll just keep putting it in chat. 137 votes so far. Let's come down here and have a look at this this kind of tram system these guys have got going on. Let me hop on board. Hold on. So this is a tram system, I think, by Sky King. And as I ride it here, we have a turntable. Oh, man, there's so many things that were really, really helped by this block hitbox update. I can't believe. Can you guys remember what SE was like before we had that? That update to the hitboxes, because when it came to mechanical builds, that was such a game changer. I honestly think that could have been one of the biggest changes of 2020 last year, was the changing to collisions, because the number of builds that it enabled and the kind of reduced clang it also had was honestly game changing. I think, like, I've seen so many builds, and this is one of them, I think, which utilizes that.
Sorry, still here.
We have 30 people on the server, so we have a lot of big builds. So before, we might have to do some cleanup in a bit. All right, I'll ride inside this time. I'll ride inside the tram. Oh, it's leaving already. Okay, leaving. The tears before the collision update. Hey, Selenius, welcome. And off we go. Now, the mechanisms of this, we have small grids riding kind of along a large grid. Blast door blocks kind of keeping it steady, but of course they have even a smaller collision, so it has some space to move about a little bit, not too compact. And it's actually just running on small grid wheels along the edge here, so really cool. I'm glad you think so, Ghost. I saw Lunar. I was thinking about putting on the stream, ending the stream like we did last week with a community video. Last week's community video actually triggered a copyright claim. It wasn't a problem, but it did cause a bit of panic briefly. But I know Lunar had a really nice.
Here on that.
I know Lunar had a really nice cinematic video. So if Lunar is in the chat still, one that comes to mind. If you're up for it, Lunar, we can use your video today as the outro cinematic. Lunar Connolly's been doing some really nice SE videos, and they've recently just published another cinematic one.
Yeah, that is another thing that I'm constantly trying to work on, is reaching out. We have Twitch streamers that only have 200 people following them, and their next follower goal is 500 followers. Some of these people are turning out incredible content or have really engaging Twitch streams, even though they're smaller content creators. And I've really been pushing to highlight them because it's absolutely incredible, the stuff they're doing.
Yep. And I think it's probably best if you guys are a smaller creator and you have some videos, what's the best place to submit that to you, Aaron, for potential promotion? Because there are, again, like you were talking about artists, there are smaller creators who have got amazing videos, but because of the algorithm and all the rest of it, they may not be, discovered by so many people yet. So can they contact you or can they send videos to you or via to an email?
If you would like to, and I say this all the time, I can't guarantee anything, but if you would like to, you can even direct message me on Discord and say, this is my YouTube channel, you have a look, or this is my Twitch channel, will you please stop by my stream? I try to stop by 2 to 3 streams every single day. That includes live streams on Facebook and YouTube, and I constantly, I ingest a massive amount of Space Engineers content. I watch hours and hours of videos literally every day. So
yep, that's great, Luna. Okay, fantastic. I will put that one up. You can, in fact, Luna, you can choose which one would you like me. Ideally, probably not too much longer than 5 minutes. But I know you have multiple cinematics, so you can choose, man. Choose one of your cinematics, and I will play it on stream here at the end. Okay, so Hakan is saying the hotfix is live. And that is good, and we can go through today's hotfix, which brings some nice fixes.
Right. There are 2 really, really major things here. The first, there's 3. First of all, we fixed a huge number of crashes. So players that were experiencing crashes, maybe you even still have an open support ticket and we're trying to resolve it. Update your game to the most recent version. Go ahead and try and start the game and see if you can re-experience that crash again. Next, we have reworked the mod.io workshop consent to make sure that you have the option of opting out of things you don't want to agree to.
This is a big one. One.
Because that's important.
Is there a change log? Is this on Steam I can put on stream here so we can just quickly go through it? Easier to visualize for people wanting to know what's changed?
It should be showing up.
Man before. Roger that. Okay. Keep the poll coming, guys. We've got nearly 150 votes. Some clear winners here so far. And we'll do a rematch of the top 3, I think. So keep voting on that straw poll for a couple, maybe 5 more minutes. And then, we will draw we'll do a final poll. And you guys can vote on the top 3 here. And then the winner will go ahead and, we'll name this stream that.
Okay.
And people can't join the showcase world because of the hotfix. So Essie's updated. So if you can't join the world, that could be a problem. So if you're in the server, don't leave. But maybe I'll do that hotfix. Thank you, Erin. Let's go through that. Get that on stream here. Some people are asking about a role for being pinged when this stream goes live, because I think some people aren't aware this is live. It's a tough one. I think it's people might not appreciate an everyone tag, for example, for something like this, but I think we can announce it. I mean, is it announced in the Discord, Aaron? Just without a ping, just a normal announcement channel.
We didn't announce it yet. It's essentially you're gonna give me a thumbs up and say,
okay,
this is the promo stuff. This is when I want it announced, and I'll take care of everything else.
Roger. All right, let's have a look here. There it is, 11th here. So I'll get this up on stream. Nice. Here it is. So. The 11th of March, hotfix 180. Added the reworked mod.io workshop consent, and this is for Steam, right? This is for the PC players. So yes. Now you guys can publish your mods and your blueprints to mod.io and Steam at the same time again, because lots of modders did want it, but now the consent and has been reworked, and maybe the EULA as well, I think.
So we did recently make some changes to our EULA. We added in the Epic Online Services stuff. And then we also made some changes to how, if you're a content creator, specifically if you're a mod maker, let's say, for instance, you've written some custom code, or you've created a custom model. We wanted to ensure that we're respecting your investment of time and energy into your work, and that your rights to your work are protected. So we made EULA changes based on suggestions by members of our closed testing group. So good job, CTG. But we made those changes to make sure that the modding community is better accounted for,
right,
and there's less ambiguity.
Fantastic. So yeah, we could going through some things here. That's a bit. I mean, honestly, that's a big one. Fix mods failing to update. This is a really big one. So hopefully, the issue you were having with mods not updating correctly is fixed, which is it was been the last couple of weeks been a big issue. Even for some of the stuff that we've been doing with the tournaments at the weekend and everything, it's been a big one. So that's really good to see that out there. There was fixed blurry post-processing. I'm not sure exactly I didn't know exactly what this was. I didn't notice anything personally, but I know post-processing isn't always perfect. There was the infinite joining. And then there's a lot of crashes that were fixed here. So various crashes.
A bunch.
GUI crashes, Epic Online Services crashes, so on. So hopefully some of these fixes will help you guys in the game from here on out. And of course, the team is heavily working on the next major update. And maybe it's time to give a hint. What do you think, Erin? A tiny hint.
I think that if you want to give spoilers, and full disclosure, we discussed this and I shot down many ideas that were proposed. If you want to give spoilers, I fully support that choice.
All right. So what we'll say is today, guys, is the next update. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. The next update is going to be a part 1. It's going to be a part 1 update, or update part 1. That's the hint of the hint. I know it doesn't necessarily tell you what it is. It doesn't tell you what it is, but it kind of gives you maybe gives you some ideas. Hopefully the right kind of speculation. But that is the hint for today. Feels leaks, man. So, hey, look, and we've actually. Let me mod that guy. I think I see Hero Dick in the chat, and I think that's probably who I think it is, right? Is that a good? Yeah, that's Hero. Is that appropriate teaser there, Hero?
Yeah.
I need to mod that guy.
Can mods mod?
No.
Can you do that?
No.
Stink. It's been so long since I had to do any of that.
Hold on. Maybe I might. Where am I logged into? I'm not logged in. Let's see.
Yes. It's every release always has kind of a theme and a concept, and sometimes the concept is too big to fit in just one release. So there you go. and Hero is he'll be DMing us shortly.
Yeah, all the eyes are watching.
What did you say?
What did you say? What were you gonna say? Okay.
Hero.
Just getting this up.
And someone asked earlier, where can I share with you the YouTube content like we were talking about earlier? If you'd like to, you can just DM me on Discord. I get an enormous number of DMs. I go through all of them once a day. I'll definitely try and go through and get your stuff and take a look at it and watch whatever you've been working on. Usually it's pretty awesome stuff. Even there was a YouTuber that only had like, I don't know, 30 followers.
Yeah.
Like they were just getting started and made like 4 videos, and the videos were amazing, but then they stopped generating content. And to me, it felt like a really big missed opportunity. Like this person was clearly really gifted at making video content and had great ideas for content, but they gave up, really quickly. And I want to be there to kind of uplift those smaller content creators and make sure they know that I see you. I like your stuff.
That's important. It's important. It's important. Hey, Tedos, welcome. People who find the stream today. Yeah, please do share this stream around, guys, and just know that maybe there'll be some instances where we don't, but the whole idea is that every Thursday, this same time, you guys can find us for a couple hours live, and you can come with your questions, come with your concerns, come with your cool builds in this case. So, of course, I'm going to try and get some more guests on and look at some of their work and do some more team introductions to try and give you guys put some faces to the people who work at Keen, because it's often easy to say, oh, Keen, you know, but it's, you don't know, you know, who's actually at Keen maybe. So you might know Marek and myself and Erin, but you may not know as many people. So part of that is also this will be introducing you to team members. And as I mentioned last week, there's still lots of ideas to the show in terms of getting modders on as well, doing some modders interviews and maybe some content creator interviews, and doing some kind of, as well as just doing showcases, doing some competitive stuff, like maybe devs versus the community. So still plenty of potential for the show. Yeah. And one of those was getting the name there. And actually, let's go on the name. And actually, we're gonna redo it here. So guys, this is your final minute to get into the first round of the naming thing. We have 4 names that are really close at the top. So I will probably just trumpet the 3 here. So if you check out the straw poll one more time, if you haven't voted yet on the best name, and then I will call that one, and then we will do a re-poll on the top 3 results. And some are only separated by 3 votes here, so it's very close.
And if you're just getting that patch now, maybe we can go over those patch notes again later in the stream.
Yep.
We'll wait. We'll probably have a bunch of people joining in and out, and we'll go over the patch notes again. Someone mentioned Ryuki's content. Ryuki makes incredibly good content, great videos. And then what? Giving up on the what? What? Good AI. Are you taking good AI guests as well?
We'll see what we can do. Karma Quinn's a big SE player as well, so we might be able to make it work somehow, but I'm not sure if he can speak much about what he's working on. That's the only problem.
Right.
What was I going to say? I was following something. Oh, yeah, hints. I apologize, the hint wasn't that vast, but it's something. And of course, as we get closer to that next major update, we will be putting out some previews, giving you guys some idea of what it's going to be about. We're not quite ready yet, but you know, the last update was, more goodness now, I've lost, was it November? Was it October?
Oh my, can I cheat and check our last big one?
I actually gone blank. Time's flown so quickly. I
depends on what you count as
Wasteland.
Our last big update.
Oh, sorry, Wasteland.
Yes.
And I mean, obviously there was also the Xbox update as well, but from a content update. It was November. Yeah, it's crazy. Time has just flown. So it's already been. We've had December, January, February, March now. So I mean, some analysis of previous release cycles. I think you guys might be able to get a rough idea of where we're headed.
Thank you for the example. I won't name drop you, but thank you for the example of the blurry post-processing. Oh no, he said he did so. Thank you, Jakaria, for the example of the blurry post-processing.
Oh, you sent me. Let's have a look. I'm curious.
It'll be you could.
Oh yeah, that is kind of weird. That's strange. Okay, that's good to see that fix. Nice, Jack. So another thing that I saw in the chat was, hold on a second here.
I'm ready. I'm with you.
No, I've gone blank. No, I saw something again. I saw something. The chat moved again, then I missed it.
That happens to me all the time. Well, I'll read or I'll read half a question and then read a different question and finish the sentence. It's a mess.
Captain Mallard mentions Get Brock's channel made a couple of scripted seasons in the past 2 years. Seems YouTube's ignoring it. Maybe one to look out for then, Captain Mallard. The YouTube algorithm can be both your best friend and your worst enemy, you know? That's for sure.
That's exactly right. Exactly right. Many times I find that there's content that I know would be super popular that just isn't getting lifted up. And so digging around and finding it. And if you have a friend and you're watching their content and you've never seen me post any of that content online or share any of that content, maybe you can recommend your friend.
I'm trying to understand what's going on right now with this ship. It has floating parts, and I don't know how. This is looking very interesting here. It's very cool. It looks amazing, like a really cool alien design. I have a lot of questions though. Don't show this to the QA team. Now this is like a QA nightmare. Hold on. Maybe I don't quite know what to say about this.
Well, you can
modded blocks missing, maybe.
Yeah. That's, you know what's up. Up.
Missing modded blocks. I thought that missing modding blocks caused the ship to fall apart, not just hold, but it's Adeline ship. Yeah, it does look an Adeline design, that's for sure. It's very cool, even in this form, it's very nice.
So we did have one other thing that I wanted to cover. Well, we have all of these wonderful people here with us today. And I don't even know how long we've been doing this. We've got a while left. But
yeah, we probably have 45, 55 minutes maybe still. I'm going to prepare the new straw poll in the meantime, guys. I'm going to pick the top 4. It's so close here. But those there's really there's like 25 votes that are on the other 3. So if we get those top 4 in, we might be able to get a final one. It's even say the top 3 is hard because there's only a couple points separating them. There's one clear leader right now. I can see the leader. But I will do a new one and see if we can get it as close as possible here. So you go ahead, man. I'll just do this in the background.
So, all right. Someone derailed me with an awesome YouTube link. I clicked your awesome YouTube link, and now I'll watch that later. Boom. Thank you. It's just that easy. You too can recommend your YouTube friends. Okay, so we have a new program. I know sometimes it is hard to make things like your dedicated server that you have all your friends playing on sustainable, or you're a content creator and you're trying to bring in a little bit of income to offset costs. Maybe you want a new camera, new set of headphones. I always use super cheap earbuds. Or maybe you just need a small stipend to cover the cost of delicious tea. Either way, we removed some time ago our old affiliate program where you could earn income from getting copies of Space Engineer sold. And now we have a brand new affiliate program that is ready to rock and roll. Boop, boop. I'm going to copy.
I'll get that on stream now. Yeah, let me get that on stream.
Absolutely. So this affiliate program is going to allow you to, and I just crashed. Uh-oh. Broke a bunch of stuff.
Okay, let me just, I'll get that up. Just a second. Okay, guys. I'm multitasking here. The final poll is up. So, you guys will help us decide the name. Here it goes. The right link, there it is. This is the final straw poll, our top 4 entries here. Nice. Once again, your vote is required. I'm going to pull this on stream here to get the finalists for our new community stream name. We have Devs Lost in Space, Spaced Out Thursdays, Keeping It Keen, and Clancast, our top 4. I mean, this might be the final. Maybe if it's close again, we can have like 2, and like a final where there's just like 2, the last 2, and people vote on whatever's the favorite of those last 2. We'll see how this one goes, but they are our finalists, semi-finalists. Go vote again. We're slowly whittling these down. There we are.
Can we get one more hint about the next update? There was a violent brawl right before we came on air that prevents that from happening. You have all of the spoilers that we can provide.
For now. For now. Okay, so I'll get this affiliates program up here. Here we go. So yeah, if you're an influencer, YouTuber, Twitch streamer, you guys can earn 15% from each purchase made by customers who purchase through your link. And that applies, I believe, to both. That's where has it gone though? That applies to DLC as well. So either the game or DLC that's purchased through your link, you can earn 15% from that. It's via a Zola, and you guys might be familiar with the Zola platform, and it's their affiliate platform here. And there's some steps here as well, and some things. It's totally free to sign up, and yeah, there are some different levels as well, depending on your number of kind of followers. But I believe anyone can sign up, right? No matter the size.
That's correct. There will be different programs based on your size. If you're a smaller Twitch streamer or a larger one, there'll be different programs based on your size. So I would say anyone who's going to be promoting or playing Space Engineers content on your live stream or your YouTube videos or anything like that, take advantage of the program.
Definitely. And if you're not a creator yourself, let other creators know. Maybe you follow a lot of creators on YouTube or Twitch and you think this is something they could be interested in. So definitely let other creators know that this new affiliate program with KeenSWH House is available. So that was a good shout out for that.
Yeah, and we will be posting more stuff. I'll probably do a round of posts about this on social media and other stuff. But you're our first audience to hear about the new affiliate program. So.
Yes, first, yeah, you could say something like that then. Early, but first sneak peek. And exactly, Luna, for YouTuber like yourself, having a link in your YouTube video saying, get Space Engineers and have it linked to this, it's a no-brainer, honestly. And we used to have a scheme like this, but it's I'm not sure when at what point it ended. But this one is way nicer. The sign-up process is super easy. It's super intuitive, and you just, you can be set up in like a couple of minutes. It's really, really easy. And it's at the website. The Zola influencer platform is super nice. It's actually, the influencer platform on Zola it's quite a new program, but it's definitely looking very promising here.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I see a couple of people talking about finding this interesting. It is an excellent way to bring in additional stuff. I know you probably already know this as someone who's working in the realm of influencers. There are tons of different ways to earn an income, and this can be one more tool available to you to help you earn an income. So
I say when it says like influencer, if you run a large server, for example, and you do promotion of your server, maybe you have friends or a lot of friends or a wider community. So even if you're maybe not such a public face, but you still have a large community via a server, you can also use this as well, and you can promote this, and it can be a way there as well. So definitely it's interesting for not just the obvious streamers and YouTubers. So yeah, very cool stuff for our community. There you go. Darth Wormy is signed up. There you go, Wormy. Fantastic, man.
Nice. Awesome.
And I think there may be some kind of payout rules or something, but it's all pretty smooth, I think, on Zola's side, because I think because it's a Steam key as well. So let me actually show this again. Actually, if we have this here, your affiliate link will link to something like this, which is also linked up to the to your kind of affiliate link. And when you click buy, you can buy for PC, buy for Xbox, and it opens up a Zola payment system, and it gives you a Steam key, right? So it just gives you a Steam key exactly, and then people can activate it, or you can activate it on Steam. So very smooth process, and the Zola will kind of give the creators or the promoters their cut when at the point of sale. So it should be pretty smooth riding there. Cool, Luna, great. Call it Keenfluencer.
I see a few people. We've started to get into the this is a broken thing. This thing could be better. Can you do something with this other thing, or feature suggestions for all of those needs? You can go to support.keensoftwarehouse.com. and report a bug or vote on someone else's report or provide us with feedback or any number of things, we'd love to hear from you, and we'd love it if you would use our support portal, because that's where we find all the best problems. Narrow down the poll to the final 2.
We can, maybe, yeah. We've got, because I think that'll be the most powerful thing to do here, because it's still pretty close to the poll, guys. We've got 142 votes. There is one clear leader, honestly. But what do you think, Erin? Do you think if we put like the top 2 to really get our final kind of combine all the votes together?
I think it would be awful nice if we had a bigger window between the Keeping It Keen and Devs Lost in Space. But yeah, top
okay.
2.
Vox says, give a thanks to the QA team for sending emails for fixed bug reports. It's a very useful thing to know, because there may be a bug that is potentially stopping you from playing the game, like literally, or just it's so annoying that you don't want to play the game. So actually, that's actually something really cool to see, is that you can be notified when you may want to play the game again, or load it back up when that frustrating bug's been fixed. So
I feel very, very fortunate to get to work with the QA team we have here. We have a bunch of really incredible people. They're awesome to work with. I definitely couldn't do half of what I do without them backing me up. So, lost in developers, keeping it lost in space. People are cheering for Clangcast. They just don't. My only issue is that it's spelled wrong.
No, it's not. It's in Clang lore. All right, let's. So we're finally getting there now. Let's get this. I'll put it in chat one more time, guys. Final couple minutes to let your vote known for the final poll for the name here. It's very. I mean, there's one winner, I think, so far, but I'd be really curious if we would take the votes from the 2 kind of lagging behind ones, where would they go? Would those people be more Clancast, or be more Keeping It Keen? Or be more Deadlock? I mean, yeah.
I'm getting dogged in chat. You're the only person here who spells it with a K. That is not true.
It's not true, unfortunately. I wish that was true. I wish no one spelled with a K, but unfortunately, there are some people out there who enjoy Clang with a K here. Let me actually try and get something else up here. Let's see.
Why are you blue? 'Cause they a hologram. That's the answer I want. We a hologram. Yup. Nice. Clang with a K.
One day we will take over.
Oh man.
Clang gang. All right.
Darth Wormy, I will double check on the availability of the partner program and making purchases for Xbox. I don't have any information for you on that right now, but I can look into it for you.
It's one of my favorite. You guys may remember this scene from the holiday update. We had a free holiday update in 2019 where we added small ship glass. I think it was it? Yeah, I think it was just small ship glass and then the new this new control seat. But this was one of my favorite scenes that I made. This is a ship, beautiful ship by Bruce Lee, and the hangar is actually it was actually part of a massive carrier that I actually just kind of created into an asteroid base here. It might have been John Wax. I can't remember. I can't remember what it was from, but I'm pretty sure it was part of a carrier, and I just chopped off the underhanger and did it here. And I just love this vibe. You know, this kind of it's got a lot of verticality to the hangar as well. When are you going to add the lot?
Beast.
Yeah, Altair. So that large white ship, the one that everyone's asking about quite often is the one. It's my ship that I made. Honestly, I made it 7 years ago, and I never finished it. And I was waiting to release it. One day I find time to finish it, but maybe at this point I'm more likely to release it and basically see what people will do with it, see how they'll finish it, you know, as a whole. Have a good one, Petter. Let's have a look. Oh, that poll. Man. All right, so that's really interesting there. There's just 3 votes in the second. There is one clear leader, but the second place there's only a couple votes between it. Man, I was hoping there was going to be one obvious winner there. Ignore the top result, easy. Yeah, that's the one that triggers Kienata because it's got that C in there.
I ultimately I'm just gonna have to live with it. That's probably what's gonna end up happening.
The people voting for Clancast are just plain wrong. Redo with how many do we do? Like redo it with 4th place removed. Redo it with 3rd. How serious do we take it here? We could remove 4th place. 4th place is lagging behind quite seriously here. Another one. This is the poll stream. This is the poll stream this week.
Welcome to Poll Stream. Every 10 minutes, we'll be putting up a new straw poll.
Exactly.
Very interactive.
Eliminate. Okay, we'll do it. We're so close now. I'll do it. I'm sorry. Apologize for the spam or the poll spam, but we're gonna do it because there's a lot of votes on the 4th place, but it could really change it up when people are forced to vote. So by the end of the stream, we'll have our name. That's for sure. So I'll mix up the order as well, just to if there's any kind of bias in the order, you know. Okay, let's put that there.
Kingdom Brag wants us to dive deep into the bureaucracy and have polls to decide the frequency of polls.
Exactly. I like this thinking. Democracy. All right. So the next poll is in. Spaced Out Thursdays has lost. Our top 3 polls are names are Devs Lost in Space, the current name, Clancast, and Keeping It Keen. So here's the next poll, guys. Poll away. There we go. I'm sorry, Blade. Spaced Out was lagging behind too much.
Whoa, sorry.
Those spaced out peeps are going to have to decide between these 3 names. Need a slider for the next poll. Oh, man. So, what I'll do is here, I'll leave with this nice background. And I think Ori is welcome in here and just answer some questions. We have about today around just over half an hour left. So do you guys have any questions about space engineers, the development, anything at all? And we'll try and answer them here. If you asked the question maybe 10 minutes ago, half an hour ago, and we missed it, please do ask it again. It wasn't that we missed, we did miss it. It wasn't that we ignored it, just the fact that we missed it. So if you have any questions at all about SE, please do throw them at us right here. We're here to get those out. Okay, Wolf Engineering says, back during the Sparks of the Future update stream, there was a mention of us getting some new soundtracks. Do you have any updates on that? So, I'm trying to remember now.
Was that the two songs that were specific to just the Sparks of the Future scenario?
Yeah.
Is that
Wolf? Are you talking about the implementation of sounds that were like sounds that are in the game maybe, and putting them into the deluxe, like the files? Yeah. Could you clarify what you mean by that, or do you just think just getting some new songs that you haven't heard before? Okay, does Keen have an opinion on SE fan works not made in the game engine, such as art, animations, and music? Joni, we love those things. Keep them coming. Yep. Like we fully support fan art, animations, music. And if we see something really cool, we always try to promote it. And talking of music, you guys have less than a week left for our Sounds of Space Engineers. We've had nearly 300 tracks submitted. It's been absolutely insane. It's been probably one of the biggest, highest number of entries we've ever had for any competition. And this was, of course, basically making a music piece inspired by space engineers, with one of the prizes being implementation into the game via the game's jukebox. And we were going to pick the top 3, but we have so many entries. I believe we may be picking the top 10 now to be implemented, because there's so many, and there's so many really great ones. I think it will be impossible to pick the top 3, honestly. So if you still haven't made your song or submitted it, you have until Monday. I don't know the exact time. It was until the 5th. It was probably the end of Monday. I think it's the 15th of March is the final submission period. And then over the coming weeks, we'll be reviewing those and organizing those. It's going to be quite a task, I think. And we've got a whole range of judges. And Marek will also be listening in, because Marek is really curious to see what people have come up with. But just a final reminder, maybe we can get a link in chat for the Sounds of Space Engineers competition if it's your first time, and you can quickly rock out a quick track here.
Takes 2 minutes.
There we go.
I will get a link up for that. I also put up a link for the minimum system requirement. Well, something's broken. I also put up a link for the minimum system requirements to answer a question there in chat. And here is full contest details for the Sounds of Space Engineers.
Yeah.
Bada boom. There you go.
Okay, have a good night, Destiny. Let's have a look here. Are Unity past this big patch phase and ready for the next release? Kevin, we are getting ever closer to the next release. We haven't got any details of when that will be yet, but as soon as we do, we will say it. Okay, we are getting closer, of course. So yeah, that is definitely on the way.
Get brocked. I have got you all pulled up, and I will watch all your crazy fun stuff later on.
What is the best? Sorry, man.
Go ahead.
What is the best minimum PC system that would recommend to play SE? I think this official stance on it, Phoenix, is on the Steam Workshop. Is still our official stance on recommended. If you're looking for like a brand new setup, I mean, these days, probably if I was building a PC for run SE pretty good, like a 3060 is going to be plenty. Of course, the 3000 series cards are not at all easy to find at the moment. But I would always say an i7, or equivalent AMD, i7 and a 3060 if you're building a PC from scratch today. Probably 16 gig of RAM as well will give you a more than a good time, honestly. If at 1080p, I'm on a 1080 Ti now, and it's fine. So I'm gonna go to the Twitch chat. If you see anything, please go ahead, Aaron.
Absolutely. Halapatsui. How's it going, homie?
Was it minimum you said? Sorry, sorry. Recommended or minimum? Yeah, that was recommended, but minimum's a lot less.
I did post the minimum requirements for space engineers, so those are in YouTube chat. If you need them in Twitch chat or something, just tag me and I will post them there as well. Now everyone is sharing their specs. That's an interesting conversation to have. Anyway, interactions, AI DLC. We don't have any plans for that right now. We're concentrating on the tasks immediately at hand. Keen Radio for the jukebox. That's an interesting suggestion. So like a streaming service that just plays.
That'd be mad, wouldn't it? If you had someone running that as well, that'd be crazy. Yeah.
Well, there was a time when I would be like, "That's impossible. That's nuts." But hey, modding community, there you go, new challenge.
Oh,
I'll have it done in a week.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. It's all gone wrong. I disactivated the grav drive in the ship and just went straight on into the wall, and the damage was disabled, so I just kind of stayed there. So let's ignore that. All right. No, it's because one of the timer blocks does all the landing gear, and one of them activates the grav drive. It happened to be the first one was the grav drive. That was the problem there. There we go. What can I say?
Any update for Xbox Series X? Xbox Series X received an update a while ago. Specifically, we just made some changes to ensure that the game runs at really nice settings on the Xbox Series X. It also changes your PCU limits, etc. So, will we get any new turrets? For example, a good in-between of the current turrets could be, and chat is gone, could be something like a 40 millimeter Boffer. So I don't have anything to say about weapons. We love guns in Space Engineers and would love to do all kinds of crazy stuff with guns in Space Engineers, but I will say that I have noticed a fixation with Boffers in mods on the workshop. What happened that 40 millimeter Boffers became like this super like important thing? So many people want to have like a 40 millimeter Boffer or some form of flat cannon or something. Oh, and there's railguns.
Yeah,
got to it before I could.
Average Ironic says, what type of jobs would you want? I'm about to go to college and entertain a software. Because I would love to work there. Well, it depends on the role. I mean, of everything from computer science and programming is obviously that's the kind of more technical end. If you're training as an artist, for the art-based jobs, we also have PR and HR roles, marketing. These are all things that we look for as well. QA. I'm not sure. I mean, sometimes you can get a QA. It's actually easier to get in with a internship. I'm not sure. You might have some good suggestions there as well, Aaron. It depends what you want to do, I think.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. It depends on what you want to do. I would recommend, let's say you'd like to come to a job like mine. I did computer science, but I also had a bunch of experience in, I did some marketing. I did a bunch of public speaking. I did a bunch of writing. I wrote a tabletop game. So like, lots of experience, lived experience can have a significant amount of value, just the same as an education can.
Yeah, that's my story. That's my story as well. I didn't go to college. I was, for me, it was very, I was making videos on YouTube of space engineers, and in my free time, and I was making cinematic videos, machinima style stuff for space engineers. I was already in the kind of, I was a moderator on the Keen forums at the time, and then I was in CDG, so I kind of eventually, and I met Marek actually the year before I joined, so I was relatively known to the company, and then they one day reached out and were like, hey, we want someone to make videos for us at Keen. Would you like to join? I was like, bro. It was definitely a big deal for me at the time because it was my first time kind of leaving the UK, but man, what a ride it's been. So I kind of was very fortunate that I just kind of got noticed by Keen making videos. So yes, Xocliw Gaming, back in the days of Xocliw Gaming. Yes, exactly.
Oh man, I still remember. Was that the original you interviewed Marek?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to take this stream that way, but I could show. I mean, I could show you guys on stream, but maybe another time.
I'm a sucker. I have no problem if you want to do a nostalgia stream at some point.
Well,
because I'm a sucker. I was around when my Thursday lunch break, I would stop working, bust out my cell phone and be like, I cannot wait to see Joel's beautiful face and have him tell me what's going to happen to my favorite game. Like that was my Thursday. That was Patchmas. So yeah.
No, I mean, I feel really weird doing it here, but like definitely it's I've learned a lot of lessons here, and I'm incredibly grateful for my journey at Keen. I I wasn't shy, but I hadn't really, I never came on camera really. You know, I was doing videos on YouTube, but it was always just my voice or something. So if you watch those first, hi guys, and welcome to another Space Engine, it was like, the first one was like, hey everybody, I'm Joel, and welcome to a new type of space engineers. No, sorry, I had a teleprompter to the right, so I was like, and I hope you guys really like this new update video, and as always, don't let cyberhounds get you cyber down. And that was like the first video, or something like this, you know. It was like, and a couple of years later, it was like, yeah, what's going on? You know, so it was a process to kind of get confidence in front of the camera, but still, yeah.
But that's what it's like for everyone. That's yeah. I mean, the very first time I was on a stream and had 20 people show up instead of my usual audience of 3 people. Like, my face went flush. I didn't know what to say. I was super nervous. I mean, that's all part of the journey. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah. It's been a fun journey. I never, and this is it, guys, I never would have expected this. Like, you know, if I had told my family like I wanted to work in games earlier on, at the time they really would have been quite shocked, I think. I wasn't going to go down, well, I want to go down that path, but I don't think that's what they had. But then they've completely come around now, and they fully support what I do, and they're really, you know, they're really happy with what I've, you know, done here. But it's really interesting yeah, definitely, it was an interesting ride. So I don't know, to be cringy here, but something like, don't let your dreams be dreams and all that, you know. If you have a dream and you want to do something, I know that happens, that, you know, family and parents, whoever, or even friends, can put pressure on you to do a certain thing. But as someone who's kind of lived that, I definitely do what you love, guys. You know, that's the main thing.
So I appreciate that. Thank you. I would love to be able to make time for streams. I think what I'm going to be able to do is help Xocliw, help Joel, and join him here and hang out here. I think that's what I'll be able to do right now. You believe it or not, there's quite a bit of work to do. So surprise, I'm busy all the time. But coming here and hanging out here, this has been super awesome.
Definitely. And it's going to be here every Thursday. I mean, maybe some days, I don't know, maybe some days, some weeks, there'll be so much going on. I'm not sure how we will announce that if we do have a change of plans, but assume there'll be a stream every Thursday, guys.
Right.
Yeah. And in the future, there may even be a different host, you know. We have a number of people at Keen who are capable of streaming. So we may even actually have it might not be just me sometimes. If I need a week off or something doing Thursdays, that could also be a potential thing. Obviously, the setup would be something, but that is a very big potential there. We can potentially do, like, we did Erin's kind of backstory. We could do, if you, I'm not sure if you guys are interested, we could do like a backstory of me, but I think quite a fair few people know already, so I wouldn't want to bore you guys with that. But it's definitely, I haven't watched that video, that interview with Marek I did. It was exactly a year almost before I joined the company. And I was like, what's it called? I was like, Marek, you know, it's kind of cringe watching it because I was so like nervous, you know, but yeah, I would never have expected a year later I would have joined the company, honestly, because I had no idea that was the plan back then.
There was stream reacting to SE content. I mean, honestly, there's really incredible stuff out there. There's an old video of Satellite. It's a year or two old now, that every time I watch it, I'm like, man, I need to play some Space Engineers right now. It's so good. Don Doda asks, did COVID interfere with SE in a bad way? I would just say it made things a lot more complicated.
Yeah, well, initially, but actually at Keen now, we're pretty solid with this home office stuff, and it's actually opened up a whole new range of opportunities, including allowing remote work for people who normally would have had to relocate to Czech Republic, now can work from wherever they live, you know? So honestly, it's obviously no one would have like wanted what's going on, and I definitely miss like office hangouts, and I definitely miss seeing people. But we've made it work, and actually it's opened up new opportunities for people who may not have worked at the company before. So honestly, Keen is doing fine from the kind of COVID point of view. While it's not like ideal, and it'd be nice to be able to go to the office sometimes and have meetings there, but it's totally fine actually.
Boom. All right. I'm going to maybe go off camera just a little bit.
That's all right.
I just have to fix something.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Exploded. So.
Already in my calendar. Fantastic. The Secret Life of Xocliw. It's actually not secret to us. The whole that's part of the problem. Everything is. I'm pretty much an open book. Will you stream the? Yes, we will. So the results of the music competition, we will have a release stream. The plan is to have it with myself, Marek, and Carol Antonin, who is actually our composer for Space Engineers. So definitely the results of the music competition will be streamed, and we'll go through it.
Okay, we're all better. We're all better.
Ship crash when?
The powerful and mighty Vegax needed me to answer questions.
You guys ready for this launch procedure? Look at this thing, guys. This is beautiful already. This is the most satisfying thing ever here. The ladder folds up inside. The hatch closes. The little landing gears go down as well. It's this beautiful, beautiful design here from Bruce Lee Little Lee. Honestly, one of the coolest small ship animations I've ever seen. That's why I use it for that trailer.
I really love beautiful machination.
Let's check out, see the landing gears and the ice down there. Climb down. Small grid. Well, yeah, small grid. Yeah, the ladders are on. Of course they are small grid. It works really well. And now I've just climbed the ladder down to get out of the ship. It's just insane. It's one of my favorite ships in SC. Small grid for sure, ever. It's just so nice. And this was something that small grid glass. It's crazy to think it wasn't like. It's crazy even now to imagine a time before small grid glass and the small ship doors. You know. Can we get a comical retort about water and Space Engineers?
There's lots of water in Space Engineers.
I don't know where to go. Yeah.
It's just frozen.
Jack's got a great mod with water. It's very cool. We should check it out. That's not funny, I know, but it's very good. It's a very good mod.
It's true though. It's true. It's very true.
Actually, I've got to come back now because we're running out of time. On the poll, guys, for the name. So if you haven't voted on this semi-finals, is going to be called for the name. Vote now. We have Devs Lost in Space, Clancast, and Keeping It Keen. And in like a minute, I'm going to actually close off the loser here and do the final. I think I know who's going to win this, judging on how much one is winning. But we'll give that the kind of the losers of this bracket a chance to vote in the finals, and we'll have the top 2 names for the name of this weekly stream. So yeah, go ahead in the straw poll. Let us know. And we'll get that final on underway. Yeah, we've had a lot of polls tonight. I was planning to do one, but I think this is good. I think this is so assure. This is going to be a recurring name every week. It's going to appear in people's YouTube subscription feeds and in their pings, and their got to be something that we're sure about. Is there a blue ship? Yes, there is, Cody. I don't have this one to hand. If you can find Bruce Little Lee's workshop, it shouldn't be that hard if you just search Bruce Little Lee. He does have this on the workshop here.
That require Joel to keep saying that name, please.
Yeah, you can add an extra ladle, remove one of the ladles. The options are there.
It's fantastic.
There'll be an "Are you sure?" poll. Yeah. After we've picked the winner, there'll be like another one saying, "Are you sure you really want this one?" Yeah. I like your thinking, Scott Dumbledore. Are you really, really sure? No. There'll just be one more poll after this. Really will be one more. That's it.
Any plans for? Actually, we can just do any plans for fill-in feature here. We have a bunch of stuff we're working on right now. We've said this. I think we said this last stream actually. or the last stream I was on, we have really big plans. 2021 is going to be a good year. Oh, buddy. So.
What weapon systems does the ship have? This ship, it should have this. I've welded it down, but it has not too many. It's more of a transport ship or exploration ship. It's got one small Gatling. It's got 2 small Gatlings, kind of nicely placed there. And that might be it, actually, just small Gatling turrets. I don't see any rocket launchers. It's far more of a. It's not particularly a military vessel at all. It's more of like an exploration. So yeah. All right. One thing as well that I would like to shout out on the stream today, shameless I know, is that we're currently doing at the weekend tournaments in Space Engineers, large ship tournaments featuring Weapon Core. And a lot of you guys will know Weapon Core. At the weekend, we did a tournament and we had Armco take part. It was crazy. I was going to say the result, but maybe I'll let you guys go and find the videos and streams of that before I spoil it and just think, But it was crazy. It really was crazy. But we're just getting started with this tournament season, and we're currently doing test tournaments, 3v3, 4v4, and the next tournament will be on Saturday. But the amount of kind of like hype and stuff that is going on with this is insane. I think both contestants and people tuning in are really enjoying this stuff. So if you're interested in big ship battles, please do check out that stuff. I'll actually link up the trailer for that, teaser trailer for that here. I won't play it on stream because there's actually a copyright thing on it, which it's not a massive problem, but it might be a problem because I'm not sure what happens if it's during a live stream. So I'll just link it and you guys can watch it yourselves. But definitely some of the coolest stuff I've experienced in Space Engineers for a long time. So I recommend checking it out, even just to watch. It's really, really nuts here. So let me just link this poll resolution.
So I see a number of feature ideas, like will height maps be added that can be adjusted, that can adjust the voxel presence? Oh, you mean like caves? So we don't have any plans for anything new like that right now. We're, nose to the grindstone stone on immediate goals.
And big shout out to John Wack as well, because John Wack, I'm working with John Wack. John Wack's actually taking footage from my streams and putting them on YouTube. So big shout out to John. John's doing a fantastic job there, nice. Actually putting all that stuff together. So big shout out to Mr. John. And John's also organizing stuff as well, which is crazy. Okay then, so the final poll, I have actually seen it update. What do you see? How many votes do you see? Because I don't think it went up from 121. Like even no one else voted, or it hasn't come through yet. I'm kind of surprised. Let me refresh this. Oh wait, there we go. I had to refresh. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, there's 159. Okay, so I will make the final poll here. We have Clancast and Devs Lost in Space. The 2 votes. Keeping It Keen gets knocked out. I actually quite like Keeping It Keen, but I'm gonna not rig this thing. So we're gonna put final vote here. And it's between Clancast and Devs Lost in Space. You guys will decide here if it changes the name or keeps Devs Lost in Space. So let's go. Final poll.
Final poll. Wait, did you post it? Oh yeah, you did. Just kidding.
Let's see. All right, there it is. Always spam it 3 times. Good luck. 3 times. 3 times is a lucky number of times to spam something, I feel like.
All right.
Okay, then. I'm really excited. I feel like I can predict who's going to win here, but we'll see. Surprise me.
Surprise me. Make this fun for me.
I will see if any more questions here. I may have missed some things. Any more questions in the chat tonight, guys? Again, if you might have asked a question 10 minutes ago and I didn't answer it yet, please do put it in the chat again and we'll try and get to it. Again, we don't ignore questions here. We just don't always get around to them in time, so please do.
Hello, Climb.
Are you gonna add more? Are you gonna add more stuff to small grids? What do I say? I can use the generic. There are no plans for this currently, but I think I can probably say that currently that's not something we are working on. I definitely get people want more stuff for small ships. The amount of small ships that we see and the cool designs we see on the workshop, there is still a couple things. And maybe I'll ask you guys this. If you wanted to have more stuff on small grids, I ask this quite often, I think. What would you actually want to see on small grid? What blocks would you most want to see? I think the ones that come to mind is like some people want jump drives, but that changes quite a lot of the thinking of how SE plays out. But I'm really curious because the windows, the doors are there. I think some people also want bigger windows as well, so you can avoid this idea of having lots of bars.
More curves.
More, yeah.
All right, you.
I mean, the grav generator would make sense considering that we have ships of interiors now. Avoiding the idea of say like mag boots. I think that's I can see that as well. Afterburners, grav generators, jump drive, more DACA, retractable landing gear, more shapes.
More DACA.
Yep, grav gens. Not needed, says Stout. An hourglass ship. Matt cannons.
Is there cloaking in SE? There's some really neat solutions that I've seen people come up with that isn't real cloaking. Like there's a set of blocks that are a really unusual black color. I'm not sure how they achieved it. I've looked. It has something to do with the actual texture, but it is midnight. Absolutely midnight colored, and against a starry background, the only way you'd see that ship is by its profile. It's really incredibly, and there's some ways you can do that vanilla, but nothing like this. It's such a cool thing.
Good.
More hit points for small grid, beefier armor.
You don't believe it.
Whoa.
Oh, some dogs going crazy there.
That is Peanut and Jack. And they are crazy excited about something that just walked by the house.
And nice recovery here. That was close. You won't believe it. This poll's 50-50. I can't believe I'm seeing this. It's 50-50. Oh god. We need more poll answers, guys. Keep the poll result. We got to somehow. Otherwise, it's going to get to the point where people are going to just purposely keep it at 50-50.
Do we have like someone we can use as a tiebreaker in here, like Hero or Gwen, or what about Jan? Jandraline has been with the Keen community as long as anybody.
Put keeping it Keen back in. People say maybe just the wild card. We just go keeping it Keen instead. Just combine the names. Clangcast, Lost in Space. I don't know. Maybe that would work. Lost in Space with the Clangcast. Yeah, combine them. I guess that would be it. I think Clangcast did win all the other polls, so it should count for something, right? Yeah. Devs Lost in Space hosting the Clangcast. Devs Lost in Clang. Devs Lost in Clang. Oh god, I'm not sure it's got some interesting. Sounds cool. Executive decision moment. Yes, we've come a long way. We've had 8 names. There are only 2 remain. Devs Clang in Space. Oh, Lost in Clangcast. 1,000. Yeah.
Oh, the suggestions got really good.
It's going to be perfect.
Where were you earlier?
It's going to be perfect here. We have 5 minutes left, so. Oh man, I don't want to F5 it right now. I'm scared to F5. We F5 it here. What we at? Oh, it's still necking. It's still 107. Is that right? I swear people have So no one's voted on it in the last, like, 2 minutes? 5 minutes ago? All right, keep them coming. I'll keep spamming that straw poll. Go, go, go. Let's get a clear winner here, please. Oh, we can combine it. I'm open to combining it if it really does stay at 50-50, but let's see. Clang, what do you think,
No
Aaron? What do you think about it? Could you think those two can be combined in a good way?
I think a bunch of some of the moderation staff are watching this stream right now. You know which one I want.
Yeah, I think I do know, of course, based on your
Yes. I think that's 50-50. I think you may be stuck doing some executive decision. You might it just might all fall back on your shoulders after trying to democratize this. Now it all comes back to you.
Well, imagine if after all this, after this entire thing, we decided to just keep the name. You know what I mean? It's called Devs Lost in Space right now. That was a temporary name, but it'd be funny if we had all these names just to end with that. Oh, well. I refuse to vote for anything but keeping it keen. I did. Maybe I did like keeping it keen, honestly, but...
Yeah. That's your executive decision?
Yeah,
I'm throwing out
me? An executive decision? It's not possible. Those don't exist. Call it 50-50 cast. Devs Lost in Clang. Lost in Clang.
There we go.
Or Clang Lost in Space. Clang Lost in Space.
Wait.
That's a better term. Then it's like Clang is out there somewhere.
There we go.
Yeah, you guys well, you guys didn't vote for keeping it keen. I think secretly, I wanted keeping it keen to win, but democracy has not favored keeping it keen.
Keeping it keen is only viable.
Call it decisive cast.
Decisive cast.
It is very close still. There's 2 votes separating the 2 things here. No title. We just call it weekly stream. We just call it weekly community stream and be done with it. I am just yeah.
Every week thing. It's the every week thing. We'll post an announcement. Please join us today for the every week thing.
Okay, guys. I think we can probably start a this party up.
Democracy has failed. It's time for tyranny.
Oh no. That's the name of the stream.
Yeah, you're up.
Oh man. Well, maybe if we'd started, because the thing is, I'm not sure if more people have joined the stream or not, but it would have, maybe that could have swayed it, but we'll stick it here. The vote's fixed because the stream's already tight. Oh, you're right. Maybe that was a mistake. Mm-hmm. The problem was it was more a vote whether to change it or not. So it's if people really like Devs Lost in Space, then it works, you know.
We did say we are rounding the corner on the end here, and we did say that we would drop the patch notes and cover the teaser again. So, or the leak.
Maybe we'll just we have the top 3 here, so maybe it's literally neck and neck. It's actually 80 votes to 80 votes. Well, I'll tell you what, maybe next week I'll call it something, and then we'll see how you guys react. Executive revert the decision, just go keeping it keen, and then we'll try Clancast 1 week, keeping it keen the next, and see what you guys vibe more.
The executive decision is to put the decision off until other people will make the decision.
Exactly. That's how I roll, you know. Failed democracy, rigged. You're making this. Man. You're not making this easier. No. Okay. Well, I think, guys, I will spam the poll one last time, and I'll leave that running for a bit, because I don't think we can even call it tonight. It's still like 50-50 here. So we will get back to this, and I may even put it in the Discord and stuff and see what people think. Leave it going for a bit longer here. Maybe when people aren't watching, we won't get the 50-50 vibe going on. So last chance to swing that vote. Okay, we got a big swing on. Suddenly, a lot of votes came in. We may have an answer actually.
Whoa.
Blood for the blood god. Yes, something weekly community stream exactly.
And really quickly, for anyone that's interested, this is the patch notes from today. And I will also drop a link to our affiliate program one more time, just in case you missed it. If you're wondering about all the details, they are explained on the page. Everyone can join in and participate. And then one last thing, one of my favorite things to link every stream, our support site, because you knew that was coming. Bada boom. Oh, didn't like that. Okay, we'll try again. Bada boom. Hey, big bada boom. All right, we're good.
Great. So yeah, just got that up there. The main thing today is, guys, that we reworked the Mod.io workshop consent for Steam. So you guys can now publish your builds and your mods to Mod.io and Steam at the same time. But we've reworked that, so hopefully you guys can choose, you can choose whether you want to opt in or opt out of that, okay? Mm-hmm. There was that. There was the affiliate program. If you guys are an influencer or maybe you're even a server admin or YouTuber or Twitch streamer, check out the affiliate program. It's a really cool way you guys can get 15% commission on any purchases made through that link for Space Engineers and its DLCs. Yeah, and you put down that one there. And final reminder, the music competition is ending on Monday, so just not many days left if you still want to submit a song for that. I think we really will cut it off hard because there are so many entries. I think normally we sometimes, we might let a couple in if there's some reason for it, but I think this time we'll be really cut it off because there's so many already to go through. So make sure you get it in time. Monday night. Last time. We're going to play a video to finish here as well from Lunar Colony. I think this is going to be a new tradition. We're going to end the stream with a community video on stream here. So this is, let me find Lunar Colony's video to put on. You know what? It looks like the final stream will be called Devs Lost in Space. After all this, I think we're playing Lambda 4. This is the one that they want me to play, right? Lambda 4, right? Luna, this is the video you want?
I think that was the most recent one.
Yeah. Let's make another poll for that too. Yep. You can be Legrand. You can be Legrand. You can be an influencer on your Discord server, no problem. Great, fantastic. And on Twitch we'll raid someone as well. So stick around for the raid. We'll go raid another SE streamer who's streaming right now. And yeah, that's it. Definitely another reminder, guys. If you're interested in large, competitive Space Engineers fighting tournaments, stop by my stream on Saturday. Saturday around 8 p.m. UTC. It's going to be another crazy tournament, and if it's anything as good as last week, it's going to be nuts. And yeah, hopefully see you guys there. I think that's all right. I think any final points? We'll be here next Thursday. I think hopefully Aaron will be with me again, and maybe we'll try to get another guest. We could get either someone from Keen, or I might reach out to one of the modders in the community, and we could get our first modder on the stream, and we can actually do a kind of a modders shout out showcase interview next week. I don't know what it will be, but hopefully we'll try and keep the content fresh on this. This was a lot of polls here today, but yeah.
And now that we have a name for our event, hopefully we can get a little bit of fun promotional material going. We'll come up with something, and then we'll post, hopefully we'll post an announcement for all of this fun stuff before we go live next week.
That will also be good, I think, because some people arrive late not knowing what's going on. So
yeah, I don't want them to miss all the fun.
Here we go. Turn down this. The true celebrities. That's right. The modders of Space Engineers.
They are,
yeah. I'm keeping an eye on that poll, but yeah, I mean, I can't believe the poll ended up this way. We'll assess this after the stream as well and see how to carry it forward. But I think it looks like it will be staying the same. Okay, great. Let's go here. Pause the music. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you very soon. And as always, who would have thought that looking for a new name would have meant ending up it's staying the same? I know, I know.
Yeah.
See you later, guys. Bye. Wow, guys. That was awesome. Great job, Lunar. Awesome work. Guys, let's see some freaking claps in the chat for Lunar Colony, because that was a beautiful video. And I think a perfect way, once again, to finish today's stream. We're going to link the video in the chat. You guys should definitely go over to Lunar's channel, subscribe to him, and leave him a nice comment actually over there on his video, because awesome work. Really awesome. Amazing stuff. I'm looking forward to your future videos, Lunar. There we go. Oh, there we go. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Till the next time.